Guys, God wants to speak to you. You're just not listening. There are so many people that will fill their minds constantly with music or podcasts or, videos, just anything. And they're just constantly hearing this stuff in their ears all day, whether it's with an AirPod or in their car. I'm on the road a lot for work, and so I always have a podcast on or something. And there is value in listening to podcasts if they're spiritual, if they're educational, whatever. But there's a time and place, and we have to be able to recognize when to turn them off and say, you know what? Although I'm learning, although I may be gaining something, like even if it's worship music and you're worshiping, even that can take you away from hearing God's voice. And so when you're driving, in the little moments, we need to make an intentional choice. I'm going to turn this music off. I'm going to turn this podcast off, and I'm just going to sit in silence. I'm going to let my thoughts just kind of do what they want to do. Think about what they want to think. It doesn't really matter. They can think about anything. Go down a million rabbit holes, a million trails, That's what my thoughts do, especially right now. Let me show you. Right now, I'm here just at the lake, just kind of chilling. I'm on standby at work, and so I didn't get called in. I practically had the day off until they called me, right? And I went for a walk, and I was just like, God, I want to hear your voice. I had my earbuds in. I went to the gym. I took them out. I said, you know what? I'm not going to fill my mind with music, because otherwise my brain's just hearing the lyrics. It's just hearing the music. So, that's probably the number one thing in our world right now, just with technology and our short attention spans, is disconnect. Turn that music off, turn that podcast off just for some periods of time, and God, I want to hear your voice, and just wait, because he'll speak. I did that, and I wasn't really hearing anything for a while, and this guy on a bike walks by, or this guy on a bike pedals by, and randomly I get this word for a whole message, and I wasn't expecting it. I was expecting to hear from God, and I wasn't, but it randomly came, so you never know when it's going to happen, when you're going to hear his voice. But if you create the space for it in your mind by disconnecting your earbuds, by not hearing things all the time, that's when you'll hear God's voice. But you got to disconnect first.